Hello everyone, I'm Phil Johnson. Thank you for being here, for taking the time to pause, listen, and reflect. Today we are going to talk about something that's deeply rooted in our society, but often brushed under the carpet: discrimination. Specifically, discrimination on the basis of caste, religion, and community in India. This isn't just a historical issue. It isn't just something that happened back then. It's happening now in 2025 in cities and villages, in WhatsApp group, in schools, in offices, and in homes also. We often talk about India's diversity, and rightfully so. We have one of the most vibrant mixtures of cultures, languages, traditions, and religions on the planet. And yet, this very diversity, instead of becoming our strength, is often used to divide us. Think about that. We live in a country where two neighbors can celebrate two different festivals with joy, but also where those same festivals can become a reason to judge, exclude, or isolate someone. We live in a country where caste certificates are required to access equal opportunity, but at the same time, those who use them are mocked or looked down upon. We live in a country where someone's name, attire, food, or mother tongue can still determine how they are treated. That's not just inequality, that's injustice hiding in plain sight. Now, this video isn't about blaming any one person, group, or system. It's not about stirring division either. It's about exposing what already exists silently among us. Because if we can't even talk about it, how can we ever fix it? The first step to healing is honesty. And that means we have to admit that discrimination still exists even when it's invisible. We have to stop saying that doesn't happen anymore or it's just an exception. Because it's not an exception for many people, it's the everyday reality. When a landlord rejects a tenant because of their surname, when a student is bullied for their faith, when a job interview is decided before a word is even spoken, that's discrimination, and it's not accidental. It's built into the very mindset we inherit, pass on, and often ignore. It doesn't always come as violence, sometimes it comes as silence, or judgment hidden behind a smile, or an offhand joke that leaves someone feeling small. These things matter and they add up. So today, I'm going to give you a stats and laws. I'm not going to list events or quote leaders. I'm simply going to talk like a fellow citizen about what we all see and what too few people are willing to confront. India's diversity is a beautiful thing, but only when it comes with dignity. When people are respected regardless of their background. When inclusion is not a favor but a given. Unfortunately for many, that's not the case. Caste may no longer be a legal barrier, but socially it's still everywhere. In conversations, marriage, decisions, community groups, and even job shortlists. People are still asked about their caste in subtle ways. Surnames are still used to guess someone's worth, and those from lower castes are expected to stay quiet, stay grateful, and stay in their place. And let's be clear, the reservation system is not a gift, it's a corrective measure. But instead of supporting it, people shame those who need it. They ignore the generational disadvantage and focus only on the seat. That's not fairness. That's privilege refusing to understand perspective. Now, when it comes to religion, things get even more tense. People who wear their faith visibly are often treated with suspicion. Communities are labeled based on the actions of a few people. And in media and politics, entire groups are reduced to headlines, often negative ones. This has a chilling effect. People start hiding their identity to stay safe. They stop expressing themselves fully out of fear of being judged or targeted. Religion, which should be a personal connection or a source of peace, is weaponized in social spaces. Suddenly, being from the other religion becomes a disadvantage, not because of who you are, but because of what others assume about you. This isn't just wrong, it's dangerous. It teaches young people to hate or fear people they've never seen or even spoken to. It closes doors for brilliant minds and it rips apart the very social fabric that keeps this country together. So, what do? We start by facing the truth. No more pretending it doesn't happen. We hold space for voices that often get silenced. We listen to the lived experiences of people who face this every day, not with doubt but with respect. Change starts with small things. It starts with calling out that casteist or communal jokes. It starts with refusing to stereotype someone based on their name or background. It starts with creating safe spaces in classrooms, offices, and online communities. It starts with empathy, with remembering that behind every identity is a human being who wants to be seen, heard, and treated with fairness. And that's something we can all give. Real change doesn't always need slogans. Sometimes it just needs courage. The courage to unlearn, the courage to speak up, and the courage to care. Because caring is powerful, and consistent care practiced by thousands and millions of people is how systems begins to shift. Maybe this topic is new to you, or maybe it's personal, but now it's about what we do with what we know. We can't go to pretending everything is fine. We can't keep turning away when someone's rights are being ignored. And we can't wait for someone else to solve it. We are the generation with tools, awareness, and reach to make a difference. That doesn't mean we'll change the whole world tomorrow, but it does mean we can change the moment we are in. We can speak up when someone is being excluded. We can include others in circles where they have been left out. We can challenge the language people use, especially when it's meant to other or someone. And when we raise our children, when we teach, when we lead, we can model fairness. Not because it's fashionable, but because it's right. This is not just about equality in law, it's about dignity in life. Everyone deserves the right to feel safe in their own skin, to worship without fear, to be proud of where they come from, to be judged from their work, not their identity. That's the India we believe in. Now it's time to live it. This video won't end discrimination, but if it sparked a thought in you, if it gave you language for something you have seen or felt, then it's done its job. Keep talking about it, keep learning, keep standing up for others, even when it's uncomfortable. You don't have to be perfect, you just have to be present and consistent. This isn't someone else's issue, everyone's. So let's be the kind of people who choose awareness over ignorance, action over indifference, and courage over silence. Thank you again for your time, for your reflection, and your willingness to grow. Take care of yourself, take good care of each other. Thank you, bye.